Onto our top story. Now, more than 4 people have died as heavy rains have triggered flash floods in Assam. Now, homes have been swept away. Landslides have cut off key highways connecting several states in Guwahati. Roads have been waterlogged. Now, over 11 lakh people have been affected. Bajali is the worst hit with over 3 lakh people impacted. 25 districts are bearing the brunt of heavy rain. Over 68,000 people have been moved to relief camps. Now, 6 rivers in the state are flowing above the danger mark, including Brahmaputra at 2 places. 46 deaths have been reported in the floods and landslides in Assam this year. And during a telephonic conversation, Assam Chief Minister briefed the Shipping Minister on the continuous efforts of various departments and disaster management teams in the rescue operations. All right, Abhijit Deb, senior journalist, is joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Abhijit, what is the situation on the ground as we speak?
Look, the situation here is very grim. Means it's been raining for last 3 days, and there are IMD prediction that it will rain much more. There is a heavy rainfall forecast. If I talk about the ground situation, if I talk about the capital town Guwahati, most of the places are completely waterlogged. Most of the places, there are around 670 relief camps which have been opened, where stranded people were taken. The situation overall, taking many roads have been snapped. Road connectivity between southern Assam and the central Assam has been snapped. Many areas, many embankments have been gave away to the rising water. Overall, it's a very grim situation, and there are SDRF is into relief and rescue operation. So this is what is the scene now.
Right. If you could also please tell us, what is the weather department saying? Is there any relief in sight in the coming days?
Look, the IMD forecast for next 2 days, they have forecasted heavy to heavy rainfall in several areas of Assam. So I don't see any evidence in last 5 hours. There has been some the rain has stopped, but again the weather is very cloudy, and if we go by the forecast of IMD, they have predicted a heavy to heavy rainfall in next 48 hours.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast and sharing those details. All right, those are the visuals on your screen showing the flood-ravaged Assam. Remember, 4 people have died in the floods and about 11 lakh people have been affected by the rains, which have also caused landslides in Assam. And the weather department has, of course, predicted that the rains will continue in Assam. Over 11 lakh people have been affected. 70,000 lives have been affected. 25 districts have been impacted. And those are those visuals on your screen that you can see Assam being submerged in floodwaters, which have been triggered by heavy rain in the state. And those are the visuals on your screen which show people walking in in water which is submerged, which is completely, the state has completely been ravaged because of the heavy downpour which has been continuing in the state since the past 3-4 days, and over 11 lakh people have been affected. And of course, connectivity remains to be impacted by that. Relief and rescue operations are underway, but so far what we do know of the casualty count is that 4 people have died and 11 lakh people's lives have been disrupted as a result of the heavy rains. All right, I'm being joined by Amlan Hazarika, senior journalist, for more on this. Amlan, if you could please help us understand what really triggered these rains, and what is in sight as far as relief and rescue operations are concerned. If you could tell us about the relief and rescue operations and what really caused these rains.
Hi. Yeah. So basically, the rains in Assam is a yearly phenomenon, and the floods are also seen in this state not only once but a few times during the whole year. See, basically, the reason behind the floods, which really cause havoc in the state, is the innumerable tributaries of the Brahmaputra that are flooded because of the waters that get drained from the hilly regions surrounding Assam. You know, especially Arunachal, Nagaland, etc. And the force of the fast-flowing water breaking embankments also that adds to the problem. Uh, I would say the climate change that we've seen throughout the world. With the climate change comes the changing of the routes by the river that also adds to the flooding of the state.
Right.
And mostly, in addition to that, the big high-tech hydroelectric projects that are coming up in the state are also creating a lot of fear among the people of Assam.
Right. Amlan, if you could also please tell us which are the worst affected areas.
There are several districts in Assam which are being affected by the flood. Basically, in parts of northern Assam, Lakhimpur, and in lower Assam, certain districts in lower Assam are also getting inundated.
Right, Amlan. Thank you for bringing us all those updates.